In the golden light of the African afternoon, a master of stealth begins its daily quest for survival. The caracal's iconic black ear tufts twitch, picking up the faintest vibrations from the vast savanna air. Here, the heat ripples distort the horizon, but the predator's focus remains sharp and entirely unwavering. A deep stretch reveals the hidden power within its frame, a steel-like strength ready to be fully unleashed. From a rocky vantage point, the caracal surveys the plains, a solitary ruler of this harsh, unforgiving world. Freezing mid-stride, it locks its gaze onto a distant speck, calculating the trajectory of its next possible meal. With a sudden burst of speed, it races forward, a low-profile blur cutting through the tall grass. High above, 12 sandgrouse fly in formation, unaware of the lethal force that is tracking their every move. The sandgrouse land with a flutter, their vigilance momentarily lowered as they begin to feed on desert seeds. A lone sentinel bird keeps watch, while the others forage, a collective defense mechanism that is hard to beat. In the shadows of a large rock, the cat coils its muscles, a biological spring winding for action. Digging its claws into the firm soil, the caracal secures its grip for the most critical moment. A deadly, motionless stare is fixed upon the prey, the predator's breath held in a moment of stillness. A single paw lands on the dry earth, silent as a whisper, as the final approach begins. The tendons in its rear legs become rigid as iron, storing the energy required for a vertical leap. Reaching the edge of the cover, it faces a lethal clearing where there is nowhere left to hide. Ears pinned back, the caracal prepares its mind and body for the explosive release that is now inevitable. The caracal coils its body to the limit, reaching a state of peak tension before the final launch. As the birds rise, the cat sits at maximum compression, a predator about to defy the laws of gravity. In an explosion of sand and power, the caracal launches itself 3 meters straight into the air. At the peak of its leap, the caracal performs a mid-air twist, a stunning display of feline gymnastics. Its front paws clap together with a decisive snap, snatching the bird mid-flight in a perfect aerial catch. Under the thorn tree, the cat crouches as the shadows of 3 vultures begin to circle greedily. 5 vultures land nearby, their presence a reminder that in the savanna, no meal is ever truly free. With a sudden lunge, it drives the nearest vulture back, asserting its dominance over the hard-earned kill. Grooming its blood-stained paws, the cat returns to a state of calm after the violence of the hunt. A long stretch of the spine signals the end of the feast as the blue twilight descends. Trotting toward the horizon, the cat disappears into the night, a phantom of the African wilderness. Vertical claws grip the bark as the caracal climbs high into a tree to find a safe refuge. It curls into the fork of the branches, framed by the light of a massive, rising African moon. On a ridge nearby, 11 sandgrouse huddle together, surviving the night through the safety of their numbers. The wide savanna is silent now, save for the distant calls of the creatures that hunt by night. The termite mound stands empty in the moonlight, a silent monument to where the journey first began. Under the stars, the landscape reveals the balance of nature, where beauty and brutality are forever intertwined. Standing tall on the branch, the caracal looks out over the plains, ready to face the new day.